All right, while moving on to Uganda, the police in the country says the groups behind the killings of the people in Greater Masaka area are organized and sponsored by individuals that are yet to be discovered. Now, at least 28 people have been killed in Masaka City and Lwengo district since late July, and 15 suspects who have admitted to the killings have been arrested.
The police spokesperson, Fred Enanga, said the killings are planned activities and that the police are working hard to expose the sponsors, so this case has really made lots of headlines in Uganda regarding the Masaka killings, and now the police saying that people sponsored this. I really wonder how the government of Yoweri Museveni will be looking to tackle this issue out there in Uganda.
And residents in the Greater Masaka region have actually been in panic since last month when the attack started, and with a special attention or with a special focus at the elderly people being the victim of this attack. It's a sad one, especially at this point in time.
So we're going back to Uganda, that story that involved the Masaka killings. There were many people killed, and the police coming out to say that the people responsible were sponsored. We're joined now by Ugandan journalist Julius Kato. Julius, morning to you. Welcome to the program. Tell us what you know about the killings and what brought about it in the first place.
All right, thank you so much for allowing me to speak to the world through News Central in Nigeria. Yesterday night, a few kilometers where the police were stationed and taking pictures of how they are set to do patrols in Masaka, where these killings are taking place, the machete-wielding gangsters went ahead and killed a lady, and of course cut one off their hand and was rushed to the hospital. But before that, it's now 6 weeks since we've lost 25 lives in that very region. 15 of the assailants have been arrested and paraded before court and sent to prison. But again, that is not enough. We well know that the killings have been happening for the last 5 weeks. And for the past 1 week, the security has always been saying that they are going to come on top of the situation. And on the 6th week, we've seen them all have deployments from the military to police to CIDs coming in this very area to topple the situation. But again, just as an insight, the 25 people who have been killed, most of them, if it is not 90%, most of them between the ages of 50 to 80 years. Nobody knows why the elderly are being attacked at this point. And more to this is they are not taking any property, not even money from these people before killing them, not even asking them why they are being killed. So it is quite a tragedy in Uganda in that very area. But when the assailants were interrogated, they say that their target centers were one of the districts called Lwengo and Masaka, and the cells that they were supposed to operate in were Chibamya, Kabonero, and Bukoto South. So some of the assailants have been arrested. They arrested about 69 assailants, but upon seizing all of them, they arrested upon 15 who had core investigative links to the murders. And of course, upon searching their homes, they found out pangas and of course some guns that were being stolen from Kamengo, a few kilometers away from Masaka. And that is what is happening. So police is trying to make sure that it calms down the situation, coupled with other sister agencies, talk about the military, the intelligence. But again, what is happening right there is very alarming as our elders are being killed.
Right. Now, Julius, you've clearly said a lot. I mean, elders are being between 50 to 80 years with no reason, as at the time of this report. And it looks as if for the past 5 weeks, these attacks have been happening non-stop. I mean, what do you think, or what do you think the people of Uganda can say to the president if they have the opportunity at this point in time, especially for Greater Masaka?
Many political actors have come out to say that there needs to be more funding for the intelligence sector in Uganda, which is less funded and it's grappling with funding. So most of the political actors yesterday, the Uganda People's Congress President General Jimmy Akena did come out and say that there is need to enhance the CID section because the linking gaps are between why the killings are happening and what security is doing. So the middle link is what is the CID. If these can be prevented, if security has been seeing all this for the past 5 weeks and almost 27 or 28 people are killed now, I mean, why come out at this time and start having heavy deployments? The issue is they would have killed 2 people and security come in to stop all this. But as of now, nobody can tell why the security has come out at this point. But what the people of Uganda really want to have is to have a peaceful area. Masaka has always had these killings. This is not the first time. The first time it happened, one of the ringleaders was killed. He was called Chidawarime. He was killed, and they thought this had come to an end. But resurfacing again brings so many questions to our intelligence sector. But again, Ugandans living in that part of the area, people watching us on News Central, must know that they have been having restless nights. Even if patrols are coming out, patrols might pass somewhere, and you hear the other region, somebody has been killed. So the situation is very alarming, and I guess that many Ugandans want the president at least to hear the cries of political actors asking for enhancement.
All right, Julius. Julius, the police spokesperson Enanga talked about these killings being sponsored and coordinated and organized, and they are working to expose the sponsors. Doesn't that really strike you quite scarily about who would sponsor, what people sponsoring such killings in Uganda under President Museveni's rule? Where does this, go for the government now?
I would clearly say that the leader of opposition, Honorable Matthias Mpuga, is a member of parliament from one of the regions where these killings are happening. We well know that the opposition in this country does not have a flat landing, even when a situation goes berserk. So the statement by the president, or maybe the police spokesperson, Fred Enanga, saying that the opposition, or maybe the killings motivated politically, I cannot have clear evidence to this. But when you join dots along that statement, you will know that that could be an escape route. We shouldn't be equating lives of Ugandans suffering and, of course, losing their loved ones and putting politics in it. The issue is the security of this nation. Come out clearly and tell the people that the situation is going to be toppled and let their lives be at peace. Because if you say they are politically motivated, we're going to another lane, which we might not have a very good conclusion. We will even have people start saying that this government has failed to guard its own people. One of the mandates of the security in the constitution of this nation is to guard the people of this nation, their property.
All right.
So once you cross the line, the killings are motivated politically, then I guess the lives are being put to a comedy store.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Julius Kato, journalist based out there in Uganda. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for hosting me as well.
All right.